It's caught. That's Thielen. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ready.
It's Hubbard off the option. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. Set.
From the 16. Caught near the goal line. He has the Carolina touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close. So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. Dallas with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
A lot of grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. They're running the option, short side. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. They'll run another option here, this time to the left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That stop made by Derek Brown. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Murray to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win in a...
Panthers coming, and one of them blocks it. Now this is scooped up inside the 45. And they'll take possession of the football.
There was some vulnerability right up the middle, a punter's nightmare, and that's exactly where they attacked. Pressure got through, got a straight shot at the punter, who couldn't get it off in time.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Clean breakup on that throw, so it'll be second down. Play action now. Young. Rolling out to his left. Thielen's got it. Complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready?
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Carolina. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Dallas with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Cardinals offense making its way out. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Murray here on 1st down. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. A 1st down carry for Connor. He'll drive it forward but won't get beyond the line. That stop made by Derek Brown. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They'll run the counter to Connor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Has a man, that's Greg Dortch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. That pass is complete to McBride. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd down, looking for options. Connecting on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Trying to run it in, Connor. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Kyler looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cardinals reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Valus Jones now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 20-7 ball game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They have 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Young. That's complete to Leggett. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, Young. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
On the double. Come on, set. Set, cut.
Here's Young to throw. Getting out to his left. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a 3-possession game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers push the lead to 20. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Coming coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. It's Connor again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Right back to Connor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's on the move. He can run it. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Escapes the pocket. Took off with it again. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 42. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number again. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Connor, and he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a James Conner touchdown. Prater on for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Prater on to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young working from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set. Ready. Cut. Go.
Young on the play action. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And he's going to try to avoid having a 2nd one blocked here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
Okay, right.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set. Ready.
Here's a give to Hubbard. No one around. He's got space. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Ready.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Ready. Ready.
They kick the running back in motion. Buying some time left. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Panthers making this a laugher before halftime. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady...
Oh, there he goes. It's a fake. And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Dortch now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Connor here from the gun. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Josie Jewell making that stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And they'll get... They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
It's a design boot. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Set, hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He's got it inside the 25. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hold up.